Thanks for joining us for another Tantrum House crowdfunding conniption video. Today we're looking at Materia Prima, the Inquisition from Peacock Tabletop.
And as always, we want to make sure you are aware that our crowdfunded videos are sponsored in part by our own Kickstarter backers, as well as by the creators of this game. Thanks for joining us at Tantrum House Studio 3. I'm Will Meadows.
And I'm Sara Meadows, and today we're looking at the new expansion for Materia Prima called the Inquisition. This is from designer Florian Fab. The base game is a 1 to 4 player game where you take on the role of an alchemist going on a quest trying to gain wisdom using your skills of alchemy.
Now the new expansion is going to add a 5th and 6th player to the game, as well as a co-op mode for the game and a co-op campaign so that you can play through the game together as a group. In this video, we're not going to be sharing any opinions or thoughts on the game, but we are going to give you a walkthrough of how to play it and what it looks like out on the table so that you can make your own decision when it comes to backing it on Kickstarter.
To set up the game for cooperative play, set up the board from the base game and then add the new borders.
Select the recipe cards for your level and place the town, temple, and mission cards around the border.
Set up the new Inquisition board with the selected scenario card.
Give each player their alchemist, tower, starting soulstone, and have everyone place them on the map, and then you're ready to begin.
First, the alarm phase is carried out, and if you get to a red day, it will trigger an event that you'll resolve. If the alchemists have finished the requirements by completing the town missions, the points can be spent to gain a benefit. If not, the effects will benefit the Inquisition.
Next, the alarm card is drawn and markers are placed on the board, which may trigger Inquisitors to come into play.
The alchemists now take turns based on the alarm card. They will be working together to complete the town missions and to fight the Inquisitors.
To fight, an alchemist will roll the dice and try and defeat an Inquisitor. If successful, they may gain a reward.
And finally, during the Inquisition phase, the Inquisitors will move based on their type of target.
They will have a number of actions based on their card and may be able to reach alchemists or homunculi to attack or destroy elements in their possession.
Players continue each of these 3 phases each day until the scenario ends.
Success is measured based on completed missions and each player keeping their soul stones throughout the game.
If players gain Philosopher's Stones, fragments allow you to keep items for later scenarios in the campaign.
The campaign is recorded in the Chronicle so players can begin the new scenario with the items they've received. The new Materia Prima, the Inquisition Expansion, is going to add a bunch of new things to the base game. Now when you check out their campaign, you're going to find there is a 2.0 version of the original. They've also had some promo packs and other things in the past, so this is yet another addition to the universe. And in this case, we're now coming at it from the cooperative perspective, so we're going to be working together as a team to fight off these new Inquisitors who are invading our lands.
Yes, so we haven't even talked about how you play the base game. So you're
Go watch that video.
Yeah, you can. But basically, you are taking your turns, 3 actions, moving around the board, gaining elements that you mine, and then on your player sheet, you have a little table that tells you how you can head back to your tower to transmute those, and you'll have recipe cards that you can use to try and make certain things. You can also pick up recipe cards in the town that gives you homunculi, which you can then send around the board to take actions for you, which can be very helpful, but ultimately you're battling it out with the other alchemists, trying to see who can gain the most wisdom before the end of the game in the competitive version.
Yeah, and in the cooperative mode, you are trying to work together to do that same thing, take out the Inquisitors, survive their attacks, and ultimately survive without losing your soul stone in the game.
Yeah, so at the end of the campaign, the scenario that you've chosen, you can play, I believe, the cooperative version, just a vanilla game where you're not adding a lot of the extra things from the scenarios if you're not playing several in a row. But you will be doing that same thing of going around trying to complete the town missions to then try and get them done before that next event day comes in the alarm phase.
In addition to those mechanics, the game is also going to feature some new boards that get added to your table, which is going to expand the table presence of this game. It's going to give you places to organize all of those additional cards that come out and the tables and things that you're keeping track of. And then in addition to that, as you're playing through the campaigns, there's going to be new alchemists and homunculi and towers and things that are going to be added to the game. And you'll be able to keep track of those from game to game so that the upgrades and the backpack items that you collect will be able to be saved throughout your campaign.
Yeah, so one new action that you can take on your turn, I talked a little bit earlier about the competitive mode. In cooperative mode, you are allowed to pass off elements to each other to try and help each other complete those town missions, like I said, that become crucial in trying to complete the game.
So if you're a fan of the original Materia Prima and you're looking to expand your experience, or if you're just interested by this new world and jumping into it, then definitely check it out on Kickstarter now. And then as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in, following along, and liking our videos here at Tantrum House.
And it comes with a something.
Through of how this new expansion is played, let you see what it looks like. Let you see the tongue twists.
Thanks for joining us for another Tantrum House crowd fun.
It's hard to say. By our own Kickstarter backers, as well as by